Good morning, all. Right, let's have a look then. 8 crosses submitted this week, including mine, so thank you for that. 2 obvious groups here. So the one where I am is the top left group there. Now my first cross I did on Tuesday. Let me make that flash. There we go. I'm right at the top. I'm the highest cross of everybody. But it was my first cross, and I will be moving it on the basis that I've had a closer look at it and everybody else thinks it's lower. But yeah, 2 distinct groups. There's a group up there where I am, and there's another group down here. And I think every one of them could be right until we get Tuesday's result to see what's what. So let me draw some lines, see where we go in here. The one there, they're not very accurate lines, but you know, we can see the gist of it. See, that's not that wide a spread there, is it? And we can only see one eye from this guy. I don't think he's looking that steep, I've got to be honest. I think he's looking further over to where I am, which has influenced my decision there. So, yeah, not a massive spread at all, is it, from either of the players? If I'm honest, maybe I've gone a bit too high there. For me, this bunch on the right here doesn't really work because of, and perhaps I shouldn't just be basing this on just this fella's eyes, but these on the right here being this sort of steep an angle don't really work for me. I think it's got to be further over to the left, but that's nothing to go by because we're relying on the judges. Now we've got 8 crosses. Judges will have 8 crosses, probably. They usually do. Bear in mind, one of them, at least one of them, possibly 2, would be ridiculous. Will make no sense at all and will get taken out. So we'll be relying on the average of maybe 6 or 7. So I'm thinking myself. So I mean, we can see where the average is going to be. It's going to be in the middle of those two groups there. I think it's quite high. I'm probably likely to go lower than where I am. Bear in mind I'm the top one there. Lower than where I am and a little bit more to the right to balance it out, because if that's a representation of what the judges might do, and that some will go lower to the right, higher to the left, then possibly somewhere. Because if you look at where I am, the top one there, then if we take it that quite a few are going to go down in this area, then we have to have judges that are going to go much higher than where I am for mine to be the winning average. So I think I'm going to have to come down. Logic says I'm going to have to come down a bit, and if I'm coming down a bit, I'm probably going to have to go slightly to the right, if at all. I'm not entirely sure because I'm not seeing these ones on the right over here. But like I said on Tuesday, if you look at this guy on the right here in the blue, and you just look at the side of his head, he looks as though he's looking really, really steep. When you look at his eyeball, he's not. He's looking quite forward. So it depends what the judges do there. Anyway, I've already clicked on the average, and the average is, I've lost it, hang on, 19501461. So I'll get rid of these and draw some white lines through it. So yeah, there's the average, exactly where we expected it to be, right in the middle of the 2 clusters. Like I said, that was 1950 1461. That'll be up in the top right by now. So where am I going to go in relation to that average? I still think I'm going to go a fair bit further to the left than that, but possibly will be above that darker line. So yeah, it's pointless me putting a cross in there now, but yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking lower than where I am because I'm the highest one there, and possibly a tad to the right, nearer to where the average is. But yeah, I can't get past the it's further over to the left in the sort of area where I am now, but lower. So that's what I'm going to do, guys. You play it how you play it and go by your instinct. Like I say every week, this is just a guide to what people are thinking. It's not hard and fast. We're not saying there's the average, you must go there. There's, you know, out of the 8 crosses, 4 of them think it's lower and to the right, 4 of us think it's higher and to the left. So bear in mind, if that's what the judges think, then we're going to be okay with the average there. But I personally think I'm going to go probably about 100 pixels further left than the average, which could be a disaster. But it might be the right thing to do. Who knows? But there we are. Okay, let's move on then. Revcomps. What have I got on Monday's draw? I've only got two. I've just got one on this Golf R because the odds were low. It was 5,000 tickets. So I thought, yeah, go on. One on a Golf R. Who doesn't like a Golf R? And it was a cash alternative for this one. I wasn't fussed on the odds, but I thought, well, that's cheap as well. And it's a nice cash alternative, 50 grand. Go on, Mark, do it, do it. I know quite a few of you have gone for this. This another one with relatively low odds. 6,000 tickets on the 320D, and that's a nice one. It's the right colour, if you ask me. And the 320D is pretty economical as well, and quick. I think the 0 to 60 is in the 7-second area, 7 point something, and it's about 50-60 to the gallon. So nice car, that. Road tax is going to be £600 a year, so bear that in mind. And then next Thursday's draw, they've abandoned the multi-draw. It didn't work. They tried it 3 times. They had trouble selling all the tickets, so they abandoned that. So we're back to having separate cars that you can buy tickets on. I did get one on this Toyota Supra. Not that I'd keep it, but odds were okay. 10,000 odds and 45 grand cash alternative. For some reason, I never play for these Rangers, these pickup truck things. But for want of something else to get a ticket on, for some reason I just went for that. I suppose it's because the odds were 5,999. It was one of the lower ones, so I thought, yeah, go on, do that. Road tax on that. That's a light commercial vehicle, the same as my van. So it's fixed at £290 a year because it's a commercial vehicle. That's nice, but where the hell would I put it? Triumph TR3A Roadster, 1960. Was that 65 years old this year? Great car for the weekend if you had somewhere to put it. It'd be interesting to see if that sells out. I mean, that's 25 quid a ticket, but that's an enthusiast car there. Audi A6 diesel, nice car, 6,000 tickets, 7 quid a ticket. Not a bad little purchase, but I didn't go for that. I do like the Volvos, didn't go for that. Again, £600 a year road tax, so that put me off. This Hyundai, these are supposed to be superb cars, but when I had a look at this, I thought, yeah, it looks a bit boy racy for me. I'm past that these days. But cracking cars. And this one is £200 a ticket. Low odds, but £200 a ticket. And that'll be the first one to sell out, even though it's £200 a ticket. Probably because it's only 400 tickets. Bike night, I don't usually bother with bike night. Now, I've done my CBT so I could ride a 125 years and years and years and years and years ago. Of course, that's run out now. But I did have fun on a Honda 100 I had years ago. I used to ride it for miles on a weekend, just for the fun of it. And they've got a 125 on there. So I was tempted. I'm still toying with the idea. It's only 1,000 tickets. But then again, I live in a flat, so where would I keep it? It would have to be sort of kept outside. And I'd have to do my CBT again. Anyway, that's something to think about, isn't it? Auto draws, these are the ones I'm a sucker for. Polo, Volkswagen Polo, that's today. I got 3 tickets on that. And I did grab one because I had some credit to use up on this Merc. I wouldn't keep the Merc. 40,000 tickets, high odds, but 45 grand cash alternative. I thought, yeah, go on. Got a few on this Volvo as well. It's XC40 because it's the baby one. I think I just grabbed one on this 330 M Sport Pro Touring. I wouldn't keep it. That would be straight down to we buy any car. I went to buy tickets on this week, and then when I clicked on it, I already had. I don't remember buying them, but here we are. I'm obviously spending too much on tickets if you've already bought tickets and don't realise. That popped up yesterday, the Lambo, £120,000 cash alternative. My problem with that is 80,000 tickets, so I don't know if I bother with that. That one's just appeared. I think that was there this morning. That's being drawn next week. Polo GTI. I like these 2-litre. They fly along. They are. They do. I think I might have had 3 tickets on that. and I haven't bothered with this Fiesta Sport van. It's basically a Fiesta car with the back seat taken out. From the side, it still looks like a car, but they just take the glass out and put panels in there and take the back seats out. So I've got no real sort of purpose for a little van. Like if you were doing food deliveries, stuff like that, that'd be perfect. Absolutely perfect. Because they are a joy to drive. There's one that hasn't made it here yet. It's still on the checkout page, which I'm going to jump at. No, it's not being drawn for 2 weeks yet. I've always fancied the Ford Puma. I really like the Puma. I particularly like the Puma ST, and this one popped up yesterday or the day before. You won't see it on the main page. It's only on the checkout page at the moment until they add it onto the main page. £2.47 a ticket, Ford Puma ST. Now, I always wanted one in either the blue or the grey. So there's one in the grey matter this is called. And I think it's 15,000 tickets. Now, I'm tempted to not buy any tickets on Revcomps for the next couple of weeks and then max out on this because I really want it. Max is 30 tickets, so it's going to cost me £74.10 to buy 30 tickets on this. I've never done that before. The only thing I bought maximum tickets on was something on the checkout page that was like 2 pence a ticket, and it was 50 tickets max. So I spent £1 and had 50 tickets max. But I didn't even win that either. I guess everybody else had done the same thing. But yeah, I really like the idea of this Ford Puma ST. These are pretty good to insure as well. They're quite a low. I think they're only about Group 22. And yet the 0 to 60 on these is like 6.5 seconds. So I do really fancy this. And I may stop spending for a couple of weeks and then go max tickets on this. That'll be exciting. Certainly for me, the fact that I'll have spent £74 on one car. I may not do it. I'll see how the sales go over the next sort of week or two. If it comes to a couple of days before it and it's only sold sort of, a low percentage, I might think, yeah, go on, Mark, do it. The trouble is, I'll be on edge then when I think I've spent all that money on one car. I'll be on it. It's like BOTB. If you spend 40, 50, 60, 70 quid in a week, you can't wait for the results because then you get really upset then when you end up in zone 3 and only get 15% of your money back. You're happy when you get the zone 1, so you get it all back, but it's a big risk and it's stressful. I mean, when I go one ticket on these cars, or perhaps 3, it's not such a big deal. But yeah, that's my target for in 2 weeks' time. I think that's 13 hours, so it'll be not next Friday, but the Friday after then. So there we are. That's it from me this Saturday, this weekend. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Thanks for leaving a coordinate, and let's hope Christian visits one of us on Tuesday. Good luck, everyone.